Welcome everybody. My name is Michael Rosenzweig and I am one of the two managing directors here at Touro Berlin. Today it is my pleasure to be your host and guide you through this MBA open house event via Zoom. So let's first start with a quick introduction and a presentation. So once again, welcome. I will first of all share with you the bits and pieces of this program and also introduce our participants from the Touro Berlin side. So I will in a second give you a PowerPoint presentation, and then it's time for our alumni of the MBA program, Ms. Mikolari, who graduated in 2018, and thank you for that, is now with us and will tell you about her experience at Touro, how it was like to be a Touro Berlin student in the MBA program, and also will tell you about herself and what she did afterward. So you will get to know how the time at Touro influenced on her career, on her time after that. So she will tell you about herself. Then it will be time for Professor Chakraborty. Professor Chakraborty is the dean of the MBA program and obviously a professor in business. He will introduce you to our MBA program, and then it will be time for Professor Klippstein. She's also a professor in business, a former dean of the undergrad and the MBA program, and she will also give you an introduction into our program. Then it's time for one of the key figures of every open house. It is Scott Meyer. Scott is our admissions officer. So he will guide you through the first steps of admission, tell you what it's going to be like. And obviously, it's also about a meet and greet and get to know Scott, because he will be the person that you will deal with the most at the beginning in the admission process and once you start with Touro. And then it's time for Ms. Kippisch, our recruitment officer, and she has various topics for you. So housing, visa, scholarships, you name it, all that things that one tends to not to think about at the beginning, but which are very important once you want to join Touro Berlin. Then if you have any questions, it will be our Q&A section, and then we'll have a candy for you. Then we have a small case study. So let's start with our presentation. So Touro Berlin was founded in 2003 and is part of a vast international university network, the Touro International University Network, which is based in Berlin. Our goal is to continue creating a multicultural international environment that is conducive to learning. At Touro, students are prepared for the professional world and are given the courage and the tools to embark in a successful career. We strive to provide you with a unique opportunity of an international education entirely in English in Berlin. So what's so unique about us? Basically, our MBA program is accredited in the Middle States by the Higher Education Commission and in New York by the Department of Education. So you get an American MBA program, you study like you would do in the US, but you do it in Europe in the vibrant city of Berlin. And it's a very intimate program. We have a very good student to professor ratio. So we have small class sizes, your voice will be heard, and you will not be treated like a number. After that, you'll have unique internship opportunities, and after graduating, excellent job opportunities. And all that in just 18 months. So student body is always a question that I get asked, is very diverse. Obviously, being in Germany, most students, or the biggest chunk, is from Germany. But that doesn't mean German. German, it means we have students which are based in Germany. So expats are coming to us, but also German students, obviously. Then the next bit is from the US, and then you name it, from Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Russia, Israel, Africa, the Middle East, from all over the world. We have students, roughly 17 nationalities are present at the moment at our campus. And what can you do with your MBA degree? You can go into banking, go with big corporations like Gazprom, Coca-Cola, go into the property business, join JLL, go into pharmaceuticals like Parexel. All that are success stories from our students, and they are all with these big company names. Besides that, we also have success stories like Burkholz, where people found their own company and become very successful. We do have a vibrant student life. We have a student government, we have clubs, we have events, holiday celebration, group sessions, and many, many more. So if you have any questions after that open house, just write us an email, give us a call, follow us on social media, check out our website. We are eager to help. We want to get your questions and get in touch. So just reach out to us. Thank you very much for your attention with this small presentation. And now I would turn over the word to our alumni. Ms. Mekulavi, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Michael, for the introduction. Hello, everybody. I am Besita. I graduated from Touro 2 years ago, more precisely in January 2018. My experience at Touro College Berlin has had a very high impact on my career, but not only. I think that studying at Touro not only prepared me for my professional life, but I would look back at it and I would describe it as a formative time of my life. So my experience at Touro has been overall quite positive and excellent for a number of reasons, starting from the fact that studying at Touro helped me build a core business expertise through the different business theories and cases and concepts that were taught to me by my professors. And actually, the professors and the academic body at Touro College Berlin is really excellent, and every professor, starting with the two professors involved in this call today, Professor Klipstein and Professor Chakraborty, all and the other professors, they all have a huge background and a huge expertise in and experience in their fields of expertise. On top of that, they're also very helpful and supportive whenever you as a student would like to deep dive in a topic or have a question. They're always there and very supportive into helping you deep dive into the topic or question you might have further. Adding to that, as Michael already mentioned, something that I really enjoyed during my studies, my MBA and bachelor studies at Touro College Berlin, is the fact that the students in my courses were from all over the world, and this led to a very positive environment. It was an international, diverse, and tolerant environment. And actually, now that I recall, it was also very interesting to hear about their perspectives from different cultures and from different backgrounds when it comes to business and to business cases. Adding to that, I would say that a very positive aspect about studying at Touro College Berlin was the fact that I could take my courses during the evening and the afternoon times, as well as when I had to move to Munich because of my work. I had the opportunity to take the courses on a partially online basis, and I would say that this is it really helped me to work and to study at the same time. Adding to that, another positive feature is the fact that the classes were organized in a small interactive group, which led to a lot of room for discussion. And as you might know, good ideas come from group discussions. And last but not least, I mean, you will study in Berlin, and unfortunately, I'm no longer living and working or studying in Berlin due to my work engagement in Munich. But I would say there's no better city to study. So summing it up, my experience and connections at Touro College Berlin really paved my way to building the core foundation of knowledge and skills that I could apply today to my work as a consultant at one of the largest, at actually the largest financial services group worldwide, which is Allianz. Today I'm working as a consultant in the internal consulting division of Allianz Group, where we deliver management consulting services across the full value chain and across all the Allianz entities worldwide. So my projects vary from Singapore to Australia to France, and I think that's what makes my job very interesting. So overall, I would absolutely recommend anyone that would like to experience a good education with an excellent academic body and a positive atmosphere with an international student body to not hesitate and apply and study at Touro College Berlin. If there's any questions from your side, I would happily answer them during the Q&A session. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Besita, for that insight. You're truly a Touro ambassador for us, and that's the best thing to have, an authentic alumni who tells about their experience. So let's move on, and I will pass on the word to Professor Chakraborty for the introduction of our academical program. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Besita, for that wonderful pep talk regarding our program. Hello, everybody. I am Kishore Chakraborty, the Dean of the MBA program at Touro Berlin, and I welcome you all to our open house. The two people who have gone before me have given a very good introduction, so I don't really have to sell a lot. But what I would like to tell you about is the fact that we have 10 required courses for our program and 4 electives. And as Michael pointed out to you, in 3 semesters and a summer, roughly about 18 months, you would be through. And the other point I want to point out is, you know, our program is a really high value-added program because consider the tuition and then consider your salary and what you would make in your first job in your first year. It would be totally recouped completely. So remember that it's very high value added. Our courses cover the standard MBA curriculum. It's a general management degree. Functional areas such as accounting, marketing, and so on will be covered. And as mentioned already, our classes are small, so you get a lot of individual attention. And all our students have told us that they consider our program to be a gem because of our wonderful instructors. So the program really provides you with a lot of knowledge and skills that you can apply on your job. And last but not least, I want to point out to you that Berlin is a wonderful place to come and study in. Rents are cheap, living costs are cheap, and most European destinations are within a 2-hour flight. And granted, these are COVID times, but we are really well equipped for online delivery of our classes. So that is not an issue, although we hope that by the fall of 21, all our classes will be actively on campus. So come and join us. And I give it over to Michael again.
Thank you very much, Professor Chakraborty, for that introduction. And I would now pass on to Professor Klippstein, who is also a business professor with us, to get us her view. And I see also Touro branding aligned. Very nice.
Thank you, Michael, and welcome everyone to our open house. My name is Anna Klippstein. I'm Professor of Finance and Professor of Entrepreneurship at Touro College Berlin, and I teach in both programs, in undergraduate program and also in the graduate program MBA. I was really privileged to have Besita among my students, and Besita, thank you very much one more time for your wonderful reference. Of course, for us professors, it's the best when the alumni still remember the university and still refer to the knowledge that they and the time also they spent with us. What is special about MBA program at Touro College Berlin? First of all, you can start MBA with us without any required years of work. That means that you can move straight from your undergraduate degree, undergraduate study to the MBA program with us. We have evening lectures, so that means that if you like to collect your working experience, earn some money during your graduate study, that you have a possibility to do so. Our MBA is very much focused on the practical aspects of the study, practical aspects of management and entrepreneurship. That means doesn't matter if you plan your career within a company or multinational company, like Besita did, or if you would like to start your own business, like many of our alumni did as well, you will receive a practical tools how to do it successfully. And we'll learn how to manage your finance. We'll learn about the legal issues, how to guide your company through the difficulties of the business world. We learn how to write the business plan and all other practical aspects, also marketing, advertising, everything which connects a business. The second thing is that our MBA is the pure American program. It's accredited by the Middle State Commission of the Higher Education in United States. And this has a high value. This is a very recognized accreditation. We have an international team of professors, and what is especially interesting, we have an internationally diverse group of our students. So if you decide to go to Touro, I will be more than happy to welcome everyone at our program. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for that introduction. So now that we have the academic view, we have the alumni view, now let's get to the admission bit. So I would now turn over to Scott Meyer, our admissions officer.
Great. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, professors. Thank you, alumnus Besita, for all that valuable information. And thank you all of you for joining us today for our presentation. So hello, I'm Scott Meyer, the admissions officer here at Touro College Berlin. And today I'm going to give you a fairly brief overview of our MBA admissions process. So we welcome students who have successfully completed a bachelor degree to apply to our program. As Professor Klippstein already mentioned, our MBA program is designed as a consecutive master's program. So there's no minimum professional experience, but should you hold some extended or exceptional business experiences, this is of course something we take into consideration. Those students who have not done a business degree beforehand, but perhaps want to pivot their skills into the business world, they can prepare for our MBA program with 1 semester of preparatory classes. So where to start? The first step is to assemble all your application documents. Of course, for the sake of timeliness, I'm not going to rattle them all off right here, right now. You can find a comprehensive list of these on our website under the How to Apply page. Once you have all your application documents ready, you can simply email the scans directly to me. My email is admissions@touroberlin.de, or you can send by post if you prefer. Once we have received them, I will immediately be in contact by email to advise on the next step. We operate our admissions on a rolling basis, so if you apply early, you can get an early acceptance. Typically, we turn around applications in 2 to 3 weeks. So this is really useful, especially if you need to perhaps get a visa, or you want to come to Berlin a bit earlier to settle in before our classes begin, always a good idea to apply early. Perhaps the most important aspect of our admissions that I want to impress upon you all today is that we're hands-on, we're responsive, and we're solutions-oriented. If you're having trouble acquiring documents or understanding the process, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm happy to help all applicants with their application procedure. So I urge you all to come join us. Apply before the end of November, and you will receive a 5% early bird discount. You can also refer friends to us and get an extra 5% for every friend that you refer. So this could help take a big bite out of your semester's tuition. Like I mentioned earlier, I've kept this intentionally rather brief, so do not hesitate to ask questions in the Q&A section or just reach out to me directly. I look very forward to seeing you all on campus very soon. Back to Michael.
Thanks a lot, Scott, for that run through the admission process. And now I would hand over to Ms. Gibbish, to Tal, to tell her about quite a few things. Tal, stage is yours.
Hi, I'll make it brief because we already have a few questions. I want to talk a little bit about housing. We have options for, I don't know if you know, new students or people who didn't live in Berlin before. The housing situation in Berlin is a little bit problematic, and we give the option for rooms or apartments that maximum 45 minutes public transportation ride from campus, fully furnished in reasonable prices with great entering terms, and you don't need like the scary documents that usually you need to give in order to be even interviewed for an apartment. It's very flexible. The first bunch of rooms that we have is about to finish, and they're available since January. And the next amount comes out for February. So that's for new students who come to Berlin. And then I get to the visa issue. If you're coming from a country that you have to get your visa before you come to Germany, all you need is an acceptance letter, in addition to the rest of the documents that you have to bring to the embassy. An acceptance letter from Touro College Berlin. You don't need any other document if classes are on campus or not, it doesn't matter. You can get student visa no matter what. For people who are from preferred states, like the foreign office call here, like Australia, Canada, US, Israel, etc., then you can come to Germany and do the process from here. And we can assist with questions. Again, you don't need special documents because of Corona time. So that is a little bit helpful. We have also scholarships. Scholarships, we have put the link in the chat, and you can find a lot of options for scholarships by region, religion, financial status, degree, whatever basically you want. If you need assistance, just shoot me an email, and then I can assist you with this. One last thing that I want to mention before we go to questions is the benefits that you get as a tour student. One of them is benefits and discounts in businesses in town here in Berlin, financial advising, restaurants, yoga hub, all these kind of things. You can find also the link in the chat. And we are happy and looking forward to see you here. Michael?
So thank you, Tal, very much for that overview on all these topics. I just want to once again emphasize that we do have scholarships available, and actually right now are setting up a rectorate scholarship. So once you apply, do not hesitate to ask for that as well. And now I think that we rushed through all our topics. It's now time for the Q&A section, and I would urge everybody to join us for that. And Tal, if you could then distribute the questions.
Yes, the first question that I have is for Besita as an alumni. How can non-native English speakers manage their materials? Do they get help from other people, from other students and from the team? You can tell about your experiences.
No native English speakers, right? It has
Yes.
nothing to do with non-native German speakers, which was my case.
Yeah, sorry.
All good. Actually, I think you also get support from your classmates. Your classmates will for sure help you, but above all, if you're a non-native English speaker and you do not feel that you're in the level that you can actually attend the classes, there are supportive classes offered at Touro College Berlin that will for sure bring you to the English level you desire and remove all the lack of confidence you might have due to the maybe not so confident level of English. So I would say there's for sure help provided to you on that regard by the college.
Thank you. We got 2 questions. We're also live on Facebook, so we got questions from there as well. For the professors, so we actually have 2 questions. So one I refer to Professor Klipstein, one to Professor Chakraborty. Professor Klipstein, why the classes are so small and how small, if you can tell us?
Yeah, we depends on the policies of the Touro College New York, our American parent company, and their policy is that in general the class size should not be bigger than 25 students. In the MBA program, we have a specific courses. Professor Chakraborty mentioned that we have 10 required courses and 4 elective courses. And in the specific courses, we prefer to work on the very individual basis, especially if it comes in a detailed finance course or detailed course of legal issues, then it's of course more efficient to work with a limited number of students in a classroom. So we try to keep the size of the group between 7 and maximum 15 students per course.
Okay. Professor Chakraborty, the next question is, are there any subfields like marketing or financing that MBA students have to do, can choose, if that's possible?
In our program, meaning the Berlin program, that is not possible. However, you can go for a semester to New York, our sister and parent, and they have other options. I know, as a matter of fact, that one of our former students went to New York and got so enamored of finance that instead of staying there for 1 semester, he paid extra and stayed there for a year and got an additional finance degree in addition to our MBA. So the option is there, but not through Berlin.
Okay, I think now we have a very current situation question. It's very popular lately about the corona. How is Touro College Berlin prepared for on campus? What measures are being taken? And is the next semester going to be online? Maybe Mr. Rosenzweig, maybe Michael, you can answer that.
Sure, thank you, Tal, for that question. That's a common question we get all the time, that's true. So basically, we are prepared for on-campus teaching, meaning that we have a hygiene concept, we are obeying all German or Berlin's regulatory rules in terms of social distancing, our classrooms are equipped, we have the facilities to maintain hygiene standards, all that is there. But at the moment, the Berlin government put on us that we are not allowed to teach on campus. So we are prepared for teaching on campus, but at the moment it is not possible. What the situation is today is that in the upcoming semester, at the moment, it seems the regulations say that we will be allowed to have all introduction courses. So those can be taught on campus, and all courses which have a practical side to them. So, but what does that mean for you as a new student? So if you hesitate to come to campus because of Corona, that's not a problem at all. We are also equipped for hybrid teaching, and that's what we're going to do. So we have acquired new equipment that our professors are using, special smart boards with cameras and with all bells and whistles, so that teaching can be done in class and at the same time hybrid. So for our students, basically, you can choose whatever you wish in times of Corona. But if you wish to come to campus, because my personal opinion is nothing beats a on-campus class, then you will be able for your introduction courses. I hope that answer gives you the first insight on that.
I
think
want
it
to
gives the whole
add
picture.
something here, Tal and
Yes.
Michael. Michael has given you the quote unquote health aspects of what we are doing. I want to give you an academic perspective. It may be different for other instructors. I'm just giving you my personal orientation. I find no difference between physical and online in terms of the academic quality and what I do and what I teach. As a matter of fact, I would say, it's an odd thing to say because it's online, I feel our classes are more intimate and there is more of a personal interaction on the online classes because you see the face all big. And when they talk, my students, you really get to see what their views, and our connections are very good. There is no problem. So we have had no problem, at least my classes, in terms of academics in the online program. Thank you.
Thank you. It's important to hear this perspective as well. I think the last question is for Scott. Very important one. What is the fee for each semester, and if it's possible to have installments?
Yes, totally. So our MBA class schedule of fees is charged per credit at the rate of 400 euros per credit. You need 42 credits to graduate, and you take generally 12 credits per semester. So in total, we're looking at 16,800 euros for spread over 18 months. You can definitely pay in installments. Usually these are the semester's fees split over 6 months because each semester is 6 months. So 6 monthly installments. This is easily organized with our bursar on a case-by-case basis. So you just need to reach out to her and she's more than happy to help.
Thank you. I'm sure you made someone really happy right now. Michael, back to you so we can continue.
Great. So I think we covered all our topics. We gave you an insight with a quite intense discussion, and thank you, Professor Klipstein, of mentioning again not to be scared, and that's basically just a discussion. And you're totally right. You learn through this. You evolve out of discussions like this with new thoughts, with a new perspective, as I did today as well. So thank you very much, everybody. I would say it's about time we reached our 1 hour mark for this open house. Thanks for the Touro team, for all you participating, for taking your time. Thank you to all our audience who shared their time with us. And I personally hope that we all see us very soon on campus new students and all our colleagues. So take care, be safe, be healthy, and hope to see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.